At a railway station in a busy city, there lived a beggar. He survived by asking for alms from passengers traveling on the trains that stopped there. One day, while begging, he noticed a tall, well-dressed man. The beggar thought, "This man looks very rich. If I ask him for alms, he will surely give me a good amount." He approached the man and began begging. The tall man looked at him and said, "You always ask from others, but have you ever given anything to anyone?" The beggar replied, "Sir, I'm just a beggar. I always ask because I have nothing to give. How can I give anything to anyone?" The tall man said firmly, "If you can't give, then you have no right to ask. I am a businessman, and I believe in give and take. If you have something to give me, only then will I give you something in return." Saying this, the man boarded the train and left. The beggar sat there, lost in thought. Those words struck a chord in his heart. "Maybe I don't get much money, because I never give anything in return," he thought. "But I'm just a beggar. What can I possibly give to others?" For 2 days, the question haunted him. He searched for an answer, but found none. On the 3rd day, as he sat near the station, he noticed some flowers blooming on the plants nearby. An idea struck him. Why don't I give flowers to people in return for their alms? He liked the idea. He plucked a few flowers and boarded the train. That day, whenever someone gave him money, he offered them a flower in return. People were surprised and touched. They accepted the flowers happily. From that day on, the beggar began plucking flowers every morning and giving them to people who gave him alms. And he noticed, more people started giving him money. But when he ran out of flowers, fewer people gave him anything. One day, while begging on the train, he saw the same tall man again, the one who had inspired him. The beggar rushed to him and said, "Today, I have something to give you. Please give me alms, and in return, I'll give you these flowers." The man smiled, gave him money, and accepted the flowers. He said, "Wonderful. You've become a businessman, just like me." Those words echoed once more in the beggar's heart. He stepped off the train, looked up at the sky, and shouted with joy, "I am not a beggar anymore. I am a businessman. I can become rich." People nearby looked at him. Some laughed, some thought he had gone mad. But the beggar was determined. 6 months later, at the same station, 2 well-dressed men were traveling. One of them recognized the other and extended his hand for a handshake. "Do you recognize me?" the first man asked. "No, I don't think we've met before," replied the second. The first man smiled and said, "We've met before, not once, but twice. Don't you remember the beggar you once spoke to?" The second man said, "Oh yes. You're the beggar I once refused to give money to, and the second time, I bought flowers from you. But today, you're dressed so well. What are you doing now?" The man replied, "Yes, I was that beggar, but today, I am a successful flower merchant. I'm on my way to another city for business." He continued, "You taught me an important rule of life. We only receive when we give. That rule changed my life. I realized I wasn't a beggar. I was always a businessman, but I didn't see myself that way. People didn't give me alms. They were paying for the flowers I gave them. I used the money I earned to buy more flowers, and became a merchant. Today, I run a large flower business, all thanks to the rule you taught me." Both men smiled and continued their journey. This story teaches us a profound lesson about the power of self-perception and the universal law of giving and receiving. Often, we limit ourselves by believing we are incapable or unworthy of success, just like the poor beggar, who thought of himself as just a beggar. But true transformation begins with a shift in mindset. When we stop focusing only on taking and start giving, even something small, we open the doors to opportunities and growth. The rule of give and take is not just a business principle, it's a way of life. Success is deeply tied to how we view ourselves. If we see ourselves as small, the world will too. But if we believe in our potential and act on it, the world responds in kind. The beggar's journey reminds us, no dream is too big, no situation is too hopeless. As long as we dare to think differently, act boldly, and believe in our ability to rise,